stay there. Go ahead and say and spell your name.
Okay. Ryan Duffy,
Uh-huh.
RyanDuffy.
Okay, then your title
Executive Director,
of.
the Holland Land Office Museum.
Okay. So Ryan, you guys have been closed for a little while now. Since when?
It was about St. Patrick's Day,
St. Patrick's Day.
so it's been just over 3 months.
3 months. Oh wow. So 3 months is a long time. Tell me what you guys have been doing to be able to keep afloat. It's been difficult.
Yes, it's very difficult, but we've really tried to expand our online presence, which was something we wanted to do in the first place. So this just gave us the real kick in the pants to do it. So we did a lot of online programming. We moved some of our current programming to online, including our children's programs and our trivia nights, in order to keep people involved and still be able to offer something even though we couldn't let people in the building.
So tell me what the Holland Land Office does, because a lot of people have never been here and they don't know anything about the Holland Land Office. So you have programs, but you're also a museum, right?
We are a museum. We are actually the county museum. So not only do we tell the history of the Holland Land Purchase, which was responsible for the settlement of all of West New York, but we also tell as much of the history of the county as we possibly can. And we have artifacts and information that reflects all of that. Our collection equals about 20,000 items, actually, that are pretty much stored all within this building. And at any one time, probably at 10% to 15% of it's on display, and we routinely try to change things up and bring new things out.
So this is a real important part of Western New York. This is the start of the history of Western New York.
Pretty much every piece of Western New York can be traced back here in some way, going all the way back to pretty much 1800.
So why has it been, considering you haven't been able to open, but you're still able to do your online? You already had an online presence previously.
Yes, we had our website and our Facebook page, and basically during quarantine we expanded those and tried to make them much more user-friendly and accessible.
So even though you had to close, you still had access to your people.
Yes. And even though we were not open to the public, we were still here working and making changes and updating things. So it never really stopped on our end. It just meant we couldn't share it as much as we would have liked.
So now this is your first day opening in phase 4. What can people expect when they come into the Holland Land Office in person?
So it'll be different than if they had been here before, in 2 different ways. The first being the precautions that we now have to take. We are requiring everyone to wear a mask when they enter the museum and to maintain the social distancing, and we've really had to institute a strict no touching policy of the artifacts, which we had before, but we've had to be very upfront about that in order to protect the artifacts, but also protect our visitors from any cross-contamination or anything like that. But we're still open, and we've also instituted a one-way floor plan to help relieve congestion. So when you come in, you'll be given a map that will show you how to go through the museum, and it'll still be very similar to how it was before, but we've just switched it up a little bit in order to facilitate that. So the experience won't be too much different than it really was before, as long as everybody follows the rules that we're asking them to follow. But the second part will be the more drastic change, and that is that we have instituted an admission price. Previously, we asked just for a suggested donation, but due to the circumstances and changing times, we've had to go to an admission price. We still have tried to keep it as affordable as possible, $5 a person, and with discounts for children, seniors, veterans, and students. So we want to make sure that's accessible to everybody, but we still need to be able to keep the place open, and this is one way that will help us do that.
Okay, so it's $5 for adults. What about for children?
Children are $1.
Okay.
Students, veterans, and seniors are $3, and then a family, which is 2 adults and 2 children, is $10.
Okay, okay, that's still reasonable.
We like to think, where else can you go for a nice weekend excursion for that anymore? And it's going towards a good cause because that money goes directly towards our programming and our artifacts to help maintain and keep this place open. So
Right, because this is an old building.
the building is now 205 years old.
Wow.
It opened in 1815,
Wow.
and it's been now a museum since 1894.
Wow.
So our museum is actually older than some historic buildings.
Right. Right. So there's history in the building itself.
Yes, the building, we like to say, is the crown jewel of our collection.
Okay. And what about the? I remember you took your cannons away. What's the cannon up to?
So the cannon should be back next month.
Okay. When?
The middle of the month. We don't have an exact date yet. They were sent to Pennsylvania to be restored, and they were affected just like us in being able to do their work, so it pushed their job back months as well. We're hoping for maybe the middle of the month. When we have an exact date, we will let everybody know so they can come and enjoy them, but we're still working to collect a few extra dollars towards the Cannon Fund to help with the restoration. The total restoration was $20,000 between the 2 cannons, and we were looking for the community to help raise half of that. The museum,
Wait a minute. Yeah.
the museum had already paid for essentially half of it, and we were just looking for a little extra help in order to cover the rest of it.
Okay. Is there a website? Somebody can they go to your website if they want to give money towards
All of this information is on our website at hollandlandoffice.com. They can also go to our Facebook page, which is Holland Land Office Museum, and you can find us right there. And you can interact with us in either way, and we'll be happy to assist them.
Okay. Anything else you want to add that we haven't talked about?
And another way that people can support us is through our membership to the Historical Society. That is a major way in which we gain support in it. And it also gets you free access to the museum. I forgot to mention that, but now members,
If you become a member?
you get free entrance if you are a member.
And what does it cost to become a member?
It can be as low as $25 for the year.
Oh.
For an
then
individual.
is that also on your page?
That is also online and on Facebook, or they can give us a call or email us, and we'll be happy to work with anybody on that.
Okay. So there's 2 options. You can become a member and come as many times as you want, or you can do the one-day thing and come in.
Yeah, so it really, your membership will get you'll get your money back with the membership very quickly
Right.
through access to the museum.
And you probably get discounts on any of your programs.
You get
too.
discounts to our events and to the gift shop. So that $25 goes a long way.
Okay.
But it's very much appreciated because that's our main way in order to bring in income and to support the museum.
Okay. Anything else? No?
That's
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.